In this lecture, we're going to create the main animation for the character. So the hero character. Right now, this is like the idle position. So we're going to work on it to make it walk. Let's do just a simple walk animation by having only 2 frames with the legs wide open and the legs a bit less open and the arms a bit less open. So how do I do that? First of all, make a backup of your file by just drag and dropping this layer and putting inside of duplicate right here. Alright, so now we have 2 of them. I'm just going to remove it temporarily and put it down so it's there just so that we always have it. Now what I want to do is click on this tool right here, which is the polygonal lasso tool. Okay, right here, the polygonal lasso tool, and I'm going to select the legs. I'm just going to go here and select the legs. Alright, now I can zoom in by pressing Command plus so that you guys can be more precise. Alright, and there we go. I have selected this leg. Now I'm going to cut it. You can either cut or modify it by pressing Edit, and what you could do with that, you have to be in the right layer first, otherwise you're not going to show anything. You see the transform doesn't work. I want to transform but I can't because I need to be in this layer, the one that's visible. Alright, and I'm going to do Edit, Free Transform. Once you do that, this appears. You're familiar with this. We've used this for scaling down and for rotating, so that's exactly what we're going to be using. We're going to rotate. So I select one corner and I have the rotating edge that appears, and I'm just going to rotate it this way. Okay? Now, problem with that is that I want it closer, so what I'm going to do is make it closer by moving it. Alright? And that will do. Okay, it's not perfect, but that definitely will do. Press Enter once you're done. Press Command D to finish. Alright, Command D is to do select, deselect, Command D. And now we're going to select the second leg by using the polygonal lasso tool. I'm selecting the second leg. And what I'm going to do here is press Command T to do the transform, and I'm going to rotate it as well and move it a little bit with the arrow keys. Alright, and press Enter. Okay, press Command D once you're done, and I'm going to do the same thing for the arms. I'm going to take the right arm and select it with the polygonal lasso tool. Alright, press Command T, and I'm going to rotate it. Alright, now what I want is put it a bit down. Okay, I'm going to rotate it a little bit more so that it's a little bit more dramatic. Alright, press Enter once you're done and Command D to unselect. Same thing with the left arm, and we are pretty much done. Press Command T and rotate it. Okay, by the way, this is not perfect animation, it's just to give you a little overview of how this works. Okay, obviously for real source code and for real good graphics, you don't want to do that. You want to refine that. Now I'm going to do the same thing with the head. So I'm going to select the head. Alright, with the polygonal lasso tool, and I'm going to press Command T, and I'm going to rotate the head a little bit down. Alright, it doesn't have to be too much, but that will do. Press Enter once this is done. Now let's take the bag and rotate the bag. So I selected the layer of the bag and press Command T. I'm sorry, I forgot to press Command D. So press Command D to remove that and press Command T. Now I'm going to move the bag a little bit. Alright. And that will do. Press Enter. Now what I'm going to do is save that. How do you do this? Do File, Save for Web. And now make sure it's a PNG file. Click on Save. And what we're going to do this time is, instead of replacing the hero1.png, we're going to replace hero2.png and click on Save and Replace. Alright, so now we have hero1 and hero2 inside of our animation. Okay, so now next thing we want to do is we should work on hero 3, hero 4, hero 5 and hero 6. But I'm not going to redo them all, so what I'm going to do is just a simple animation. I'm going to take them, the 3 to 6, and press Command Delete, so I'm removing them. And now I'm going to select these 2, right click, duplicate. Once you do this, we have them twice, and I'm going to duplicate one more time. Okay, so now we have 6 files. So I'm going to rename them all. So we have hero 1, hero 2, I'm going to put hero 3, then hero 4. By the way, you have to make sure that you have the right animation. So hero 1 is open legs, hero 2 is closed leg. So hero 3 should be open legs. Now hero 4 should be closed leg. There we go. Hero 4. Then hero 5 should be open legs. So that would be this one. Hero 5. And hero 6 should be closed legs. This one right there. Alright. So as you can see, we can already see the animation if you go from 1 to 6. Look, I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and so on. Okay, the animation isn't that great, but that we do to show you that we do have an animation. Alright, in the next lecture, I'm gonna show you how you can take a look at how the changes were applied inside of the iPhone simulator. See you guys in the next lecture.